Hey guys, Kendo here. Happy Friday. Another week down, another week of hunting, another week of chasing. I just want to go over some things that I got during this week, some things I picked up today, and some things I got in the mail. I got a little bit of everything this week, at least everything that I collect mostly. I got a couple original Xbox titles, but nothing flashy, and I'm not going to show those, but I think all I picked up was Serious Sam for the original Xbox, and another copy of Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. They were cheap. I paid like $4 for them both. They're complete. So that's all I really got for original Xbox. Um, let's see. I'll start with some handheld. Um, it I'm noticing, and my wife is noticing as well, that I'm playing my handhelds more than anything right now, and between the DS and the Game Boy Advance and 3DS, that's all I'm really playing. And I still get on the PS3 and the GameCube and the Xbox from time to time, but majority of the time I'm playing my handhelds, and nothing wrong with that. I appreciate them a lot. Like I said in my last video, I'm really addicted to Fantasy Life on the 3DS, and when it comes to the DS, I'm still chopping away at Final Fantasy Tactics A2, and on the GBA, I'm still playing Fire Emblem. Still got mad love for my Fire Emblems. I just noticed it's kind of cool. Let me put my finger right there. Oh, whoop. My Diablo 3 Collector's Edition right there that I got last week. That's kind of cool. That's in the background like that. It looks pretty sweet. But anyways, want to go over some games that I got. It's been a while since I collected for the Game Boy Advance. Well, picked anything up for the Game Boy Advance. I mean, I say that, you know, like I say that seriously because yeah, even though I got Turok to complete my box last week, I mean, I've been sitting on that box for weeks and weeks. But to actually get like a complete in-box game, a new game, it's been a while for me. So I want a big shout out to Barton Cole. Excuse me. You know who you are. He hooked me up with a very generous offer for these two games, and it actually completes my series, and I'm like, really excited for that. So he sold me Donkey Kong Country 1 for the Game Boy Advance. This is the Super Nintendo port. So you know me, I love playing the ports on the handhelds. I prefer handheld ports, over the original on the console. So that's complete in box, and I've already thrown it in a retro protection box. Also, he sold me Donkey Kong Country 2 for the Game Boy Advance. This one's in better condition. They're both in great condition, but this one's in the better condition of the two. It's complete in box. It's in there. Super excited to have this. And, after he sold me these two, it goes complete with my Donkey Kong Country 3 on Game Boy Advance. So now I have the whole series on the Game Boy Advance, all the ones from the Super Nintendo right there. Extremely, extremely happy to have that. Thank you very much, Barton Cole. I appreciate it. I hope we do more business together when it comes to sales and trades. Next up, I'm going to go with the DS. I, in the past couple weeks, I've been hitting the DS pretty hard as far as expanding that collection, and I can't help it. It's very very addicting. Like even though there's R4 cards and you can play the ROMs on there with emulators and stuff, as a collector, I just enjoy having the actual game complete with the manual and everything. And those manuals are thick. Boy, were the DS manuals thick. And the artwork, I just love the artwork. So I got this brand new, sealed, but I opened it because I don't do sealed games. That's just me. But I got it pretty cheap. I think I paid like $6, and that is Puzzle Quest Galactrix. Ugh. Oh, it's kind of stiff there. That's complete. Um, Even though this is not the best one in the series, I have very fond memories of this game. I used to own it when I was in the military, and through my TDYs and training and stuff, this game got me you know, through the slow times and the boring times and the hard times. Like I said, it's not that great of a game compared to the original Puzzle Quest, but it's still a very good game in my opinion, and I enjoyed a lot. It's funny how I obtained this game too. I went to a friend's poker night, and I think I you know I cashed out. I went like positive 60 at the end of the night, and it was around the time when this game got released, and I picked it up for 40 brand new when I was in the military. I don't know why I traded it. I did get rid of all my DS stuff back in the day, but I definitely wanted it back because I really have good memories of this game. So, I don't have the original Puzzle Quest right now, but I did buy it off somebody. I bought a lot off somebody. I'm getting the original Puzzle Quest 2, Henry Hatsworth. I don't know if I forget the subtitle of that series of that game, but I got fond memories of that game too. It's a cheap, common, not such great game, but I enjoyed a lot. It's called Henry Hatsworth Adventures or something like that. If anybody's interested, I picked up that. What did I say? Puzzle Quest 2. I can't remember. I think I picked up something else from him. I know I bought 4. I can't remember the 4th game. Holy crap. But I know it was one that I wanted and one that I was interested in. That's kind of sad that I don't remember. But I bought those off that guy a couple days ago, so it's not quite here yet. Anyways, moving on. This game I picked up at GameStop. I believe I paid 15 for it. I'm a pro member and all that, so I get discounts and stuff. I've never played this series, but I hear very good things about the series, and a lot of people say if you like Fire Emblem, you'll enjoy this series. And coincidentally, they're making a cross game with Fire Emblem with this series. And that is the Shin. Oh, I'm gonna murder this name. I know it. Shin Shin Megami Tensei. And this is Devil Survivor 2. I probably murdered the shit out of that name. I am so sorry. I've never played any of these. I hear good things about them, but I just never got the time or the right amount of interest to plug away on one. This is my first one. When I showed this off to my Game Boy collectors group, they were telling me it's a great series. You know, Devil Survivor 2 is pretty good, but the first one's really, really good. And I was like, okay, well, I feel like I made a good choice picking this game up. It's complete, and I was happy about that. So the other day, I went to my local retro spot, and I still had some trade credit left over. In the last video, I told you I made like over $100 in trade credit. I didn't spend it all that day, but I had about $30 left, and so I went back. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and I looked at some more games. Tried to look at original Xbox games again. They just didn't have anything that piqued my interest. Nothing on the PS3 that I didn't already have or piqued my interest. GameCube wise, I mean, they didn't have anything that I was really looking for. It's getting hard out there for my collection. I think I'm at like 292 right now. So it's getting really hard trying to find the games that I need. Oh, excuse me again. But anyways, they had a complete copy of, I'm going to murder it again, Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor, the first one. So this is the one that everybody was talking about, saying that it's really, really good. So I'm glad to have them both in the collection. So now I own both. I haven't cracked these open yet to play. I'm really stuck on Final Fantasy Tactics A2. I will try to break away from that game and go and play these and tell you my opinions on them. But I hear great things about it, so I'm looking forward to it. Also, with the original Devil Survivor Part 1, I picked up 2 other games in a series, and I was very happy with these pickups. I got Castlevania Order of... Oh, these names. Exilia? Oh, I don't know. But, damn it. It's complete. Matter of fact, I don't know if it was the original Devil Survivor or one this Castlevania, but the salesman, when I brought my items up to check out, he was looking at the game. He was like, "Huh, I didn't know we had this." And he just kept staring at it like I don't know if he was upset with himself because he didn't buy it or he was jealous. So I was kind of like, like, hey, I'm ready to check out. And he snapped back into reality and checked me out. But I think he was kind of upset that he knew he had some of these games complete in box, and for the prices they were selling them, he was like, damn it, can't believe we did that. I also got, I can pronounce this one, Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow, and that's complete. I hear this is not the best one out of the 3-game series. I actually heard that Order of Iglesia or whatever is the best one. So I'm happy I got these two. And with Devil Survivor, I didn't pay anything because it was $30. I got these $10 a pop. And I think that also pissed off the sales guy too. He was thinking, God, these are such great games and we're letting them go for 10 apiece. And I was like, hey man, sorry, can you check me out? I'm ready to go. But speaking of the Castlevanias, and I'm not too familiar with the series on the DS, but I guess there's a third one the third one in the game series. There's 3 Castlevanias on the DS. So I was lucky enough to find, and this was just complete in box, just sitting there, Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. And I just posted this today. I peeled the sticker off already, but the pawn shop wanted $19.99 for it. And that's pretty fair. That's about the VGPC price of it. And then on eBay, it fluctuates anywhere from $16 to like $24, $25, depending. And so this is complete, and he had it for $19.99, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, I'm like, do I really want to pull the trigger for 20 bucks? And we just kind of looked at each other like a stalemate, and the pawn shop guy just said, look, $15 out the door. And I was like, cool, let's do it. So yeah, $15 even, no tax or anything. And I got Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. So I was happy for that, and now I own all 3 on the DS. So I'm excited for that. Very, very excited for that. Lastly, today I got a copy of Miles Edgeworth's Ace Attorney Investigations. Now, this is not, this is from the series of, what's his name, Phoenix Wright? Yeah, Phoenix Wright. Sorry, I was looking at the game. And I guess this is a different attorney, Miles Edgeworth. And I got this for $15 at GameStop because my intentions were just to go to GameStop to get a $10 eShop card because I'm going to download the new Mario vs. Donkey Kong, so I needed $10 more. Saw this on the shelf. They wanted $15 for it. I'm like, nah, what am I doing? So I picked it up. Very, very happy with it. I already posted on Facebook for opinions and thoughts. People say it's a very good game, so I'm glad to have it. I'm probably going to end up getting the rest of the Ace Attorneys on the DS. I'm such a sucker for completing series. But that's pretty much it for the handhelds. One last thing, I was at a local Sabres today, and I was looking at some stuff, and they had some Xbox games, but they weren't exclusives, so I passed on those. They had a GameCube game, but it was missing it was a 2-disc game. It was missing disc 1, it was missing the manual, plus it was in a Blockbuster rental case, so it only had the original artwork and disc 2, and I was like, oh, I'm not really gonna get this. Even though I would have only paid like $3, I was like, God, I'm gonna pay money to complete this for disc 1 and the manual and get an original case. So I passed on it. I forget what game it was. It's one that I needed in my collection, but I forget what it was. But I passed by the jewelry counter, because I was waiting in line, and then I noticed the jewelry counter, and I don't really check their jewelry counter because it's just flat out jewelry. And I was like, let me just go over there and check. So I go on the other side of the wall to check, and boom, this Game Boy Advance was just sitting there all by its lonesome. They wanted $9.99 for it. I just peeled the sticker off. Got a little sticker residue there, but check this out. Boom, battery cover. So I'm really excited for that. Plus, it's a white one, and it didn't have any batteries. The guy said, we haven't tested it, but based off the condition and stuff, still has barcode, battery cover, all the buttons are responsive and stuff. Came home, popped some batteries in it, and beautiful sound, beautiful visual. I popped the game in there to test it out, all good. It just needs a little TLC, you know, just a little cleaning, and it'll be fine. Not quite sure if I'm going to keep it as the original model or I'm going to switch out the screen and, sorry, not sure if I'm going to switch out the screen and put a backlight on it. So, you know, I'm still debating that, but for $9.99, I was pretty thrilled. They also said, excuse me while I text my wife here. Hold on. Hey, babe. Well, she hung up. Let me text her real quick, but I'll talk to you at the same time. Impromptu, you gotta love it. The guy was telling me, he was like, yeah, we sold 2 more Game Boys earlier today, and I was like, damn it, you know, it's 25% off day. Wish I would have got it. Call me in 20 minutes. And I was like, okay, what models were they? Were they like this Game Boy Advance? And he was like, no, they were the long ones. And I'm like, okay, so they're originals. And I was like, well, what colors were they? And he was like, there was a yellow one and a blue one. And I was like, that must have been the Game Boy Colors or possibly Game Boy Pockets, but I'm thinking Game Boy Colors. And he said they had some games with them too. And I was like, damn it, of course they sold. I bet the games were pretty good too. I didn't ask him how much or anything. It didn't really mean anything because, you know, it's gone. What's gone is gone. And I was kind of hoping that this Game Boy would have a game in the back, but it didn't. But I was really happy that it had battery cover, and it's good too. It's not broken tab or anything. So, you know, I was like, why not? So I got that for $9.99, and then I found, and this is the first time I found something like this at my Savers. I found some cartridge games, and I'm not too big on these. These are definitely going to be for trade, and I'm not looking for anything, you know, high maintenance or you know, high up there, because these games aren't exactly rare or unique, but they're not exactly common either, I guess. Oh, but excuse me. But do keep in mind, I got all 3 of these items for $5, and they were in one of those stapled plastic baggies. So I got Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for the Sega Genesis. Artwork, the label looks very, very good. I got Cruisin' World for the Nintendo 64. Again, the label looks really, really good. Cartridge is in great condition. And I got a Nintendo 64 transfer pack. So it's in really, really good condition. The only game I know off the top of my head that you use this for is for, what is it, Pokemon, the Pokemon game. Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon Nintendo 64. But anyways, so I got all 3 of these for $5. So on top of that Game Boy Advance, you know, $15. I thought I did pretty good because, you know. But one more, no, 2 more things to look at. Sorry, I overlooked these. Just got these in the mail today. I think in my last video I told you that I only had a case and manual for these, but now I got them fully complete. So I got Final Fantasy 3 for the Nintendo DS, and this is the one that I'm really, really hyped for because from the research that I've done and people I've talked to, you can only play this on the Japanese Famicom or on the Nintendo DS. So I'm very excited for that. Oh, dropping shit. I got water there too, a cup of water. And I completed my Final Fantasy 12 Revenant Wings. So very, very happy for that. And I'm a big sucker for Final Fantasy, especially the spin-off titles. I don't have Echoes of Time yet or Ring of Fates, but I do plan on getting those. Just, you know, looking for the good, best price and best condition. But okay, so one more thing before we head into GameCube, which I know a lot of you, that's what you watch for. Well, actually, this is GameCube related, so there we go. We're into GameCube now, and we're going to end with GameCube. So, oh god, what was his name? John Stevens? John Sevens, I believe. Oh God, sorry if I murdered your name, bud, but he sold me 2 strategy guides, and they're in beautiful, beautiful condition. Matter of fact, this one I'm about to show you still has the inserts and whatnot, and I'm very excited for that. And that is Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem, in beautiful, beautiful condition. I could not ask for better. And Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings, and the Lost Ocean. This is the first one in the series. Well, actually, Baten Kaitos Origins came out after, but that is the prequel. But anyways, got a strategy guide for this. I'm really, really excited for this one because I love this game. Love this game a lot. And now that I have the strategy guide, I'm a big completionist when it comes to video games. I don't like getting ahead of myself in games, and I don't like leaving anything behind, regardless of what the stats or the features is on the equipment or weapon. Oh, excuse me. So I'm very glad that I have the strategy guide, so I know that I literally collected everything in this particular area, and now I can move to the next area. So very glad to have these in my collection. Let me just tuck these away real quick, sorry. Okay, so, real quick story. I posted on Facebook, what was it, yesterday? I was at a Savers, and they had a complete Xbox, original Xbox. Had power cord, had AV cables, and had the big original controller. The people call it the Duke. It's a big, big controller. It's not like the original regular size one. But anyways, asked them if they could plug it in, test it. I opened the disc tray real quick. It had Ninja Gaiden, whatever. Had that game in there. I already have it complete, so I'm not sweating over that. And they wanted $24.99 for it. So I'm like, I already own an original Xbox. I know my son doesn't want one in his room. What am I going to do with this one? Should I mod it? I don't know. 25 bucks. Should I really get it? But I eventually passed on it. I passed on it because Friday at Savers it's 25% off. So I did the math. I think it was like if I was able to get it, I'd take like $6.75 off. I would have done it for then. I'd be like, okay, I'll pay like $18.75 for it. No, that's pretty good. Went back today. It was gone. I either got picked up yesterday or first thing today. So it was gone, but I wasn't really sweating about it. I was actually more pissed off about this GameCube game. They had NCAA football 2K5, I think. I forget who was on the cover. But it was complete. It was in very nice condition. I don't have it in my collection. It is a sports game. I'm not really tripping over it. I'm not really seeking the sports games out. But it was there. And, regular price is $3.99. And I'm like, do I really want to pay this for a sports title? And I was like, no. So I tucked it away and I said, I'll come back. I'll come back. If the Xbox is there, great. If it's not, no big deal. But I really want this football game and I want the 25% off. I was like, nobody's going to get it. Nobody's going to buy it. I get there today, that thing is gone. And I'm like, damn it, who the hell would buy an NCAA football game for the GameCube? But yeah, it was gone, and I was just kicking myself. I was more pissed off about that stupid football game than I was the original Xbox. But that was just a quick story. But anyways, I went to a Goodwill, and they only had one GameCube game. It was complete in box, very nice condition, and ironically I didn't have it, and ironically I really, really wanted it because I love playing this. And that is the official game that plays for the pros, World Series of Poker. This is complete in box. I am a sucker for poker games. Texas Hold'em is my game. I can sit in front of the TV for hours playing Texas Hold'em. I can sit in front of the TV for hours watching Texas Hold'em being played on ESPN and whatnot. I just love it so damn much. So, while everybody gets excited for like Mega Man Collection, Mega Man X Collection, I'm excited for World Series of Poker. So I got this for $3, and it came with a bonus. There was a, it looks like a third party, yeah, Mad Catz. There was a purple memory card in there, and it was just hanging around. And because I always open the games just to make sure the game is in there, and just in case if it's the wrong game or if it's missing the game. And I saw the memory card, so I just kind of tucked it in there and left it in there. And yeah, they checked me out, and I took it home. And here's a close up of it. 1 times, whatever that means. It's a Mad Catz. I couldn't tell how many pages it had based off the back, but I plugged it in, and it's 59 pages, so it's your standard memory card. Guy had a few game files on there, nothing amazing. If he did have a file for Super Smash Brothers Melee, I would have checked that out to see if he unlocked everything, because I haven't unlocked everything yet, so that would have been sweet to have. But hey, not bad, you know, for $3. Plus, it's not in my collection, so I'm happy about that. A buddy of mine on Facebook hooked me up with this game. He pretty much gave it to me for free. He just said, hey, you know, give me a couple bucks for shipping. So I gave him $4, you know, for the game and shipping. And that is Nicktoons Unite for the GameCube. Complete. So big shout out to Rob Calhoun, I believe. Yeah, so he's a good bud that I know on Facebook. He's always looking out for me GameCube wise. He gave me a cover for one of my port areas underneath the GameCube. I was missing cover. He was able to find the matching color for me. He's hooked me up with one of my Madden games for free. Just paid him shipping, and now he hooked me up with this, and I just threw him some shipping. So appreciate it, Rob. That was very generous of you. And lastly, let's go out with a bang. I've been searching for this game for a long time. Too long. And you guys know this because I keep talking about it in my videos. And I finally got it, and I got another game with it that I needed too, and I hear it's a really good game. So first off, I got Killer 7 complete in box. Very minty. Very great condition. And the one that I was really excited for is Lost Kingdoms 2. I finally own it. God, I hear nothing but great things about this game, and it's complete. It is beautiful. I think together, I paid 50 ship for both of these. Really excited. I was like literally waiting by the mailbox when I heard this was out for delivery, and I was like, God, I want this so bad. So I finally own it. This is kind of like my white whale of GameCube. I'm very glad to have this game, and now it is complete with Lost Kingdoms 1, and I'm super excited for it. Thank you so much. Forget his name. I do apologize. I think it was John, but I'm not sure that was his real name. That's probably just an alias. But I'm very excited for this. Thank you very much. That's about it, guys. That's about all I have for this week. Like I said, it's getting closer to where I start my new position in a new area of the city. I just signed the paperwork today. It's official. I'm officially transferring out of my old job. My last day will be a Thursday, March 19th. I'm taking that following Friday off to spend time with the family, plus my kids are on spring break. So I probably won't load a video that week because I won't do any game chasing when I'm with the family. It's just a rule of mine, and I forbid it. Other than maybe next week, I don't know when I'm going to be able to load a video and get time to scout out areas in where my new job is at. You know, because one, I gotta focus on my new job. It's a very important and high maintenance job. Like I'm really excited for it, and they're really excited for me, and I just don't want to let them down. So I'll probably be hitting my career pretty hard here after next week. So I'm not exactly sure when I'll post another video, but I will definitely keep you guys posted. Maybe I'll have more update for you guys next week when I do my next Friday chasing. Yeah, so that's about it, guys. Let me know your opinions on anything you saw today. You know, whether they're good, bad. Let me know if you recommend any games. Let me know if any of these games that I got suck, and let me know what you think about the video. So this is Nikendo signing off. Stay cool, guys.